Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to my beautiful people from Ty Mary, from this beautiful land. I love you, and I'm in love with you. Hit the like button, put where you're from, and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Daryl Harden, what up? Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. We got a quick live today on this beautiful Saturday. Let's do it. Roll the corn. Keisha the Hood Princess, how you doing, love? Follow Daryl Harden. Follow Keisha the Hood Princess. Don Roster, what up? Car Mike, roll the corn. We know the truth now. JWI, roll the corn. Intrinsic, what's up, brother? Jiggy FTV, what up? Follow Jiggy. Roll the corn. We know the truth now. The Red Line, what up, brother? Follow the Red Line. Uniquely Leslie, what up? Roll the motherfucking corn. The corn must roll over these hunter-gatherers. We know the truth now. Now today, I ain't gonna hold y'all long. Roll the corn. My live is tripping, bro. My live is tripping. Hold on. I can't even flip the camera. TikTok. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just gonna roll receipts. I don't even need my face on the screen. I'm just gonna roll receipts. How about that, TikTok? Y'all don't want me to put my face on the screen. I'm just gonna roll receipts. How about that? Roll the corn. Let's check this out right here. Let's check this out. Now, we're looking at the Moccasin Bend district, 12,500 years old, and the Hester site, Monroe County, Mississippi, 11,000 years old. Roll the corn. Now, when I show y'all this stuff, ain't no hunter-gatherers got no bow and arrows, no 15,000 years old, people. Let me say that again. Ain't no hunter-gatherers got no weapons 15,000 years ago. Let's go see what's at these sites. Let's go look. Whoa. Hold on. Roll the corn. We got arrows. Look how old these arrows is. 10,000 years old. 9,000 years old. We got bow and arrows. Look to the left, to the bottom left right there. In the Hester site, all the way on the end, we got 9,000-year-old arrows. The John Pierce site got 10,000-year-old arrows. You see that? These are different sites that ancient melanated people built these made these bow and arrows 10,000 years ago, people. You see that? Roll the corn. Right on the Mississippi River. That's way older than everybody else. Way older. Roll the corn. Look. We got stuff so old. This stuff is old, people. They talking like The Mississippian bloodline going back into the mounds in the early archaic, 6,500 years old. This stuff is ancient. And they know it. Now let me show y'all a receipt I just ran across. Just random receipt. The hull-based skeleton, St. Thomas in the islands. In the islands, right? A 33 to 41-year-old Negroid adult. You see that? Evidence fits the Negroid racial affiliation of the skeleton. In the islands. This ain't no damn Ottoman Empire right here. These are the mound builders. In St. Thomas, in the islands. Negroid. Virgin Islands to the Smithsonian Institution. You see it. Sent it there, they sent it to the Smithsonian coming from the Virgin Islands. Negroids. Adult male. These ain't no hunter-gatherers. Roll the coin. These are some random receipts I've been running across. Roll the coin. The presence of Negroid blacks in America before Columbus. Negroid skeletons to add to the already found Negro-featured terracotta. You see that? Talking about some black African Negro. Them ain't no Africans. Congress of American Anthropologists held in Barcelona, Spain. Negroid skeletons. Negroid terracotta artifacts. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Hold on, let me see something. They messing with my camera, bro. I can't even turn my camera on. Roll the coin. That's crazy. That's all right. That's okay. We're gonna give you the full view of the receipts today. I ain't even gonna get in your way. I ain't gonna get in your way. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Texas, right? Negro groups talking about they come from Africa. No, they don't come from no Africa. Skeletons of these early blacks have also been discovered in Central and South America. Speaks of ancient human skulls of Brazil and Ecuador, indicating the presence in the far past of Negroid peoples in the American continent. Roll the coin. Sculptures of human faces dating back to the archaic pre-classical period of Mexico bear unmistakable characteristics of melanated people. Dense, close curl, kink of the Negroid hair. Goatee and beard. Unknown to the Native American chin. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. You see it. Screenshot everything I put up. I ain't gonna be in the way today. They won't even let me put my face up today. Roll the coin. It's all good. It's all good. We just gonna roll the receipts. This might be better for YouTube anyway. Just get the receipts right off the YouTube page. Roll the coin. Right off the top. Right off the top. Look at the top. Look at the top. 1543. The remnants of Hernando de Soto expedition after his death encountered melanated Indians during the journey down the Mississippi River and the Texas coast. Damn, De Soto. Y'all took this off the internet? Y'all took this off the internet, huh? Roll the coin. Damn, roll on. Hold on. We know the truth now. Let me turn my camera around. That's the problem. Hold on. Let me flip my camera around. Roll the coin. Let me see can I get up on here. Whoa! I love you and I'm in love with you. I love you and I'm in love with you. Let's do it. They won't let me put my face up over there. It's all good. Let's check this out. Whoa, Truth. Big boy receipts. ERG. This piece was found while constructing a bridge over Donaldson Creek, which has proven to be a large burial ground. Mr. Pope. Now look at the top. Look at the top. Look at the top. Look at the top. Another interesting relic is a sandstone image which resembles an Egyptian. Roll the coin. Hold on. Let me stop my drown. Roll. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Look at this. Another interesting relic is a sandstone image which resembles an Egyptian. This piece was found constructing a bridge over Donaldson Creek in Tennessee. Has proven to be a large burial ground. Dr. Pope began his study of archaeological about 8 years ago. He had continued to add to his collection during the time in his work. Who has found the young man's collection to be one of the finest in the South. Ancient old town spanning centuries. Old Town, Franklin, Tennessee. Let's blow that up. Whoa. What the hell? In Tennessee, huh? Looking like a damn Egyptian. What is going on? These real artifacts. This ain't no alien shit. These real, look. Resembles an Egyptian. Look. You can't make this stuff up, bro. You cannot make this up. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. The Mississippian temple mounds, who settled here almost 1,000 years ago. It's older than that, but we're going to keep going. This is from the Mississippian temple mound article, right? Let's keep going. The mounds directly in front of the home includes burial sites of tribal kings and queens. Do you see that? Tribal kings and queens. According to the archaeological historians, the Mississippians were highly developed people with highly organized class structure. They were known as the mound builders. On private land, kings and queens in mounds. Roll the coin. 2 large earthen mounds on the north of the historic residence, fortified wall that surrounded and protected the town. The wall is the corn wall, people. That's what the fortified wall is. That's the same one you find overseas. Let's keep going. That's fire. Kings and queens, yeah. They know who they were digging up. They know who they were digging up. The mysterious mounds, earthworks. Right? Graves of ancient residents in search of both clues and treasure. They were looking for treasure in the mounds. You see that? Roll the coin. Graves cut through the road. Let's keep going. Now this is from this dude right here, Josiah, wrote his sister a letter about digging in the mounds. I'm just showing y'all these real people. Josiah wrote his sister at the bottom a letter about digging in the mounds. Look, here you go. On examining the graves, semicircular ridge, I found that they were constructed by placing the body on the ground and forming a small rectangle as possible around it. Placing thin slabs of stone, right? You see that? I should have noted that when the body was placed, it seems to have been coming and placed with an earthen vessel, workmanship unknown to the present age, and some fancy dress of instrument of war the owner might have possessed. You see that? Slab stone graves. These people buried in stone. This stuff ancient. Roll the coin. A finely manufactured hatchet. You see that? These people digging up our ancestors by the hundreds and the thousands. I'm finna show you. I'm finna show you real quick. This is the site. You see the stone graves up there by the creek? You see the temple mounds, the mounds right there? Then they put a house right there on top of it. They put a house right there on top of them. Stone graves with temple mounds right there in Tennessee. Crazy work. Let's keep going. Old Town, laying on by Mr. Thomas Brown, right? 2,470 feet in length and enclosed 12 acres. They contain 2 pyramidal sacrificial mounds, a small circular burial mound, a large burial mound now occupied by the family mansion. The mansion is sitting on top of your ancestors. Roll the coin. You see it. In this same area, they found that. They found this in the same area. Right here. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Same area. Tennessee. Old Town. Same shit. Stone graves, numerous stone graves ranging along the banks of the river. The stone graves are numerous, not only with lines of work, right? And the general appearance of the surrounding lands gives evidence of existence of former times of a large aboriginal population. Earthworks, 2 and 6 feet, have been much worn down by the plows. See that? That's crazy. The pyramidal mounds and small burial mounds are situated in the southwestern corner. Small burial mounds, 30 by 20 feet in diameter, located near these mounds and some type of earthworks, right? Number of interesting relics were found, and among them a vase, the neck of which terminated in 2 human heads. Damn. Let's keep going. Old Town, all type of artifacts, ancient. You see it? Ancient artifacts. Let's keep going. Smithsonian got these. Who making this stuff? Showing on Native Americans. One of them was in the grave of a giant. For a large man could pass the lower jawbone around his face, and the thigh bone was 4 inches longer than that of a man 6 feet 2 inches high. A piece was fractured off one of the edges by accident after taking it up. Another string of beads was procured here. They were made of bone, they say, and quite small, and were lying in the grave of an infant. The dead in this cemetery were all buried with their heads toward the east, and some graves contain the bones of 3 or 4 people. They just digging up everything, bro. Now, look at the top. These gorges have 2 holes in the edge. They were most probably worn suspended on the breast. That is the breastplate. That is the breastplate that they speak of a Hebrew. That's where they got the breastplate in the Hebrew from. Copper and shell breastplates. Roll the coin. In the latter was found a piece of oxide of iron weighing about 2 ounces, which showed a worn spot, right? Owners to obtain the paint for their bodies. It readily yields a dusky red color of being moist. Egyptians and Sumerians buried their people with this same red paint. Look it up. Unfortunately, they were stolen. See what I'm saying? Roll the coin. Conch shells, artifacts, Stone Age conch shells found in these mounds. Now, this is a map from the 1600s. Now, up there where it says Seminole, they got Seminole, Muskogee Creeks, Yamasees right there, Choctaws, Mississippian Natchez. You see it? I just wanted to show y'all this map in the 1600s of the Indians in the area. That's fire. Let's keep going. Whoa, truth now. 4 figurines discovered, 1971. Brick Church Pike Mound. Man, them melanated people. Man, if y'all don't stop playing, man, stop playing. See, these artifacts, I'm glad my picture won't come up today because I want y'all to see your people shit getting dug up out these mounds. Acting like, look at the headdress on the man to the left. It's something on their headdress, bro. You see that? That is a melanated person. That is not no damn hunter-gatherer. Brick Church Pike Mound. These are artifacts we cannot find no more, people. These are ones they shipped off to the museums, and I'm going to show you what they done to them. Here's Brick Church Mound, Love Mound, right here. Here you go right here. This ain't no shit we making up. These artifacts right here come out of this mound. This how they looking. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Whoa. 4 statues, Lindsay Estates. Lindsay Estates. Roll the coin. This stuff's so old. This stuff is super old. This stuff's so old. This is prehistoric old. These people ain't even got no clothes on. This stuff prehistoric. This stuff 5,000 years old or better. Stuff so old they can't even put a date on it. Now look at the Mississippian, the first Hebrew cross. The earth cross. All over the artifacts. This is older than Egypt. Egypt has the X. The Mississippian has the earth cross. The earth cross is the first civilization with this teaching. We know the truth now. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. Plantation mound. Stone, siltstone. Same stone they use all around the world. Why is artifacts popping up on the plantation mound? Because these are ancestors that were enslaved on their own land. Prisoners of war on their own land. The mound still on the plantation. You see it, 15. Cleves Plantation Mound. We were still there being prisoners of war. Our ancestors buried in the mound. We still working the field right there. Ancient artifacts all in the ground. Right up under us. Prisoners of war. Look at the face on this bowl. Look at the hair. Look at the hair. Ain't no hunter-gatherer hair growing like that. Ain't no hunter-gatherer hair growing like that. Them like some big-ass cornrows. And if it ain't, it's nappy. It don't even matter. It's nappy. We already know what kind of people them is. You ain't getting no mohawk with no straight-ass hunter-gatherer hair. Look at the bottom. You can't make no mohawk with no straight hunter-gatherer hair. Show me a mohawk without some damn 10W30 Valvoline oil in it to hold it up. That's what you do. Show me a Native American mohawk without some damn animal, some damn cooking grease in the hair to hold the shit up. Roll the corn. This is not y'all people. Show me a Native American with some Crisco oil in his damn head holding up the mohawk. You hunter-gatherers. I don't know too many that can do it. Y'all got the mohawk from us. Roll the corn. Stop playing. Show me a hunter-gatherer that his hair can stick up straight down the middle of his long-ass head with his big-ass ears. I don't think he's going to be able to find it. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Steel-type bows. Steel-type bows. Why is steel-type bows so important? Egypt had steel-type bows. Samaria had steel-type bows. Where did this culture come from? Using a certain mineral to make certain things. Research Egypt steel-type bows and Sumerian steel-type bows. They're going to look just like this. Made out of the same stuff. He said, Mohawks, really? Mohawks, really? Get your ass out of here. Roll the corn. Start the break. Yes, Mohawks, you are looking at the artifacts, you hunter-gatherer. Yes, we talking about Mohawks. They on the damn ancient-ass mound builder artifacts. Yes, we looking into everything. We ain't letting shit slide. Talking about what, Mohawks? What are you talking about? Here's that same artifact. They say it look like an Egyptian artifact. Old Town, Franklin, Tennessee. Human effigy pendant. Made of sandstone. You see it? Mohawks. Oh my God. Shut up. Get out of here. Always talking about, oh my God. Oh my God, it's not you guys. Oh my God. Shut up. It's not you guys. Oh my God, it's my people. Y'all ain't got no damn mohawk. Look at how many graves these people were digging up. 71, 72, 73, 6-foot long, 2 bodies, 74, 5 foot tall, old cranium, 77, 8, 9, 80. They just running into the 100. They just going to the sites, pulling up 100 bodies, like 100 skeletons. Y'all think them people didn't pull up thousands at a time of our people? These people pulling up thousands at a time out these mound complexes. Look how many graves. This man writing letters to the museum talking about 71st grave, 72nd grave, 73rd, 74th. Damn, hunter-gatherer. Y'all gonna dig up everybody? Damn. What kind of sick motherfucker sit there and dig up 100 graves in one day? You sick. Y'all sick. Ain't no way. You couldn't pay me no money to dig up no grave. Roll the corn. Now look, there are thousands of graves and mounds. Thousands of graves and mounds. Of things destroyed every year. Thousands? Y'all were digging up thousands of graves. You hunter-gatherer. Look at this. I shipped you this one, the large box containing 24 small ones, 17 cranias, the pottery and them, some of the few stone tools. Also shipped you one box by express. Way back in damn 1879, y'all was shipping out bones all across the world through a garbage ass, old ass UPS. What the fuck is going on, man? Y'all was shipping out bones through express containers. Back to the Smithsonian. You hunter-gatherers. Roll the corn. And I ain't even through with that book. I'm gonna finish that book off tomorrow and drop some more knowledge on there, because that's crazy right there. Roll the corn. Now, I saw this somewhere, and this shit is very interesting what they saying on here, right? Now look at what these people saying. Look what they saying now. Some converted. Most of these new Christian converts were called conversos or morenos, a derogatory term meaning pig in Spanish. Anusum meaning or crypto Jews. Let me break this shit down. Conversos, morenos. Hold on now. Ain't morenos got something to do with the Moors? Hold on now, am I tripping? Morenos? Roll the corn. Morenos? They were calling y'all a derogatory term meaning pigs in Spanish. Now, while y'all niggas running around here talking about y'all morenos and moros and them folk calling y'all pigs, nigga, you around here repeating that shit like that's your real heritage. Pig in Spanish. Roll the corn. This why I don't claim nobody culture, all them damn goofy ass words y'all be trying to read. I'm Moreno, Moreno. They calling you a piece of bacon, nigga. You a pig. Get your ass out of Spain. What it fake? We supposed to be the Jews living in Spain. In 1492, were banished from the country. The pigs, the Moreno, roll the corn. Where did the Moreno pigs go? Right over here. Niggas is claiming that heritage to this day, you damn hunter-gatherers. This is not your bloodline. The Morenos, all that Spanish shit. I don't want no parts of none of it. Crypto Jews? The crypto Jews. Ain't that some shit? Roll the call. I ain't never heard nothing crazy in my life. They was making y'all convert to Christianity. They made y'all convert, then y'all come over here and try to convert the American Indian. That's crazy right there. They bust y'all upside the head, y'all ran y'all ass over here and started working with them. Y'all are some sellouts, Morenos. Pigs in Spanish. You Moreno pigs. Crypto Jews. Roll the corn. Y'all gonna have to convert to the Catholic Church. You Moreno pigs. Stop acting like y'all so all that Spanish and all that shit is beautiful. It's not. Ain't shit going on over there. Overrated. Doom, doom, doom. This shit is overrated. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. It was something I wanted to show y'all too, man. This shit. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. It was something I wanted to show y'all too, man. This shit is crazy. They killing my life, man. Look at these hunter gatherers. Roll the corn. Let me take this down so I can just talk. I can get out y'all way today, bro. Roll the corn. I can't even. My life is just getting sabotaged by TikTok every day now. What is going on with you hunter gatherers? Hold on, let me flip the camera. This is wild. Roll the corn. Listen, bro. I'm finna go through the rest of that book with them artifacts, and I'm gonna show y'all the rest of these melanated people that these people got in private collections in their house and in these museums looking just like us. These YT people from the South know who land they took, people. They know it. They got our artifacts in their house. They got our artifacts in small museums, all this stuff, right? Roll the corn. Now I'm looking into this other thing called, what's the name of this spot? It's a spot in America. They got Canaanite burials looking like Egyptians, but they Canaanites, right? So be Canaanites out the Bible. They say they came from the Middle East, but they in a museum over here. I'm gonna bust y'all up too. Y'all on the way. I think it's the Hope Museum or something like that. But they got whole gold tombs in there. Canaanite ancient clay mask. I'm on y'all ass. Why y'all got this stuff? I thought it came from the Middle East. And why is it over here in America? Roll the corn. Why is it over here? Talking about people donated it. Who donated a Canaanite mask from overseas to America? They just giving stuff like that away? Y'all found that stuff over here, bro. And I'm gonna bust y'all up tomorrow. Roll the corn. I got to get y'all tomorrow. I must get y'all tomorrow. These them same artifacts that the Mayas got, looking just like them artifacts from the mound builders, but these are a little more elaborate because we had evolved to build these better by the time of the Mayans. The Mississippian artifacts are super old. Same bloodline of people. Now look at the Mayan artifact. Now look at the Mississippian. It's the same type of build. They all terracotta, people. These are the bloodline of people who evolved to build the massive style statues that Egypt got. It's the same bloodline. You just don't wake up and build no 6-foot statue. That goes through generations of teaching it and learning it. Artisans. If I give you a big ass block of soapstone, can you build a 6-foot statue? Hell no. You got to do that shit for 1,000 years, pass it down, for it to look like it be looking. This is where it started at. These other cultures do not have figurines this old that look like these people. Look how perfectly made that artifact on the left is. Look how he's sitting, people. Come on now. Found in a mound in America. These are the ancestors of them people. Roll the corn. Church Pike Mound. Look. Crazy work. And I got 1,000 more receipts coming out this book, and I'm going to drop it tomorrow. Look at the hunter-gatherer at the bottom holding up our shit. Look at them. Look at the hunter-gatherer at the bottom. Digging up 1,000 graves in one day, ain't got shit else to do. Ain't got shit else to do. Look at them. Out there about to burn up, stealing and going in our shit. Skin red as hell. Then y'all dig up in there and find stuff look like this. Man, these ain't no damn Native Americans. These are our ancestors. Roll the coin, man. I love y'all and I'm in love with you, man. I just had to roll the coin a little bit today to get it out of my system. but tomorrow and Monday, I'm going wild. Cause I got a whole new book of information with all pictures of the ancestors. And they all looking melanated. And I'm finna put it all over the internet because y'all got me fucked up. Look at these folks' hair. Look at the hair with the ear stools. Mohawks. Come on, man. Hair sticking straight up this man's head. Roll the coin. This stuff's so old, we don't even know how old this stuff is, bro. This stuff's super old. The University of Tennessee, famous male image. All these universities are digging up the mounds, people. Ole Miss, Tennessee Volunteers, Mississippi State, Georgia Bulldogs, Florida State, all these folks digging up shit. Putting archaeological teams together to dig mounds. Look, excavation west of the platform mound. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. And I showed y'all that cross is ancient. That's the first symbol of the spiritual people. And it ain't no Jesus cross. It's the earth cross. And to this day, these people still using that symbol as a religious symbol. That is the earth cross. The center of the universe. The center of the Milky Way. Roll the coin. And one more thing before I get out of here. Let me take the camera off of this. One more thing before I get out of here. I gotta say this because I'm sick of these people. These people getting on my nerves, bro. They bother my spirit. When my spirit get bothered, I'm saying something. I don't even care no more. Roll the coin. When it gets bothered, I got to say something. I must say something, right? Now, all of you Jaguar priest ass niggas, I'm sick of y'all. I'm sick of y'all Jaguar priest. All this Jaguar priest. The Jaguar is Ursa Major, y'all. The Jaguar is Ursa Major. It protects the underworld. Therefore, Ursa Major is on the equator. When it gets to that point, it is protecting the underworld. We use the bear and the jaguar, right? That is the word jaguar, the protector of the underworld. When they talk about whenever you hear the protector of the underworld, it's a star alignment on the edge of dawn and light, people. Let me say it again. When you hear something saying it's a protector of the underworld, it is some type of star alignment at some point of the year that is right there on the line of dark and night. That's the protector of the underworld. Because when you go down into the dawn, that's the underworld. So anything right there at the cross pattern, at the cross of the light and the dark, is a protector of the underworld. That's what that means, bro. That don't mean you will wear a jaguar. That don't mean paint no dots on your face and do all this old weird shit. It don't mean you are the chosen one because you think you do. No, it don't mean none of that. That is funerary teachings of an ancient culture. Some areas got the snake monster as the protector. The Egyptians got the snake monster as the protector of the underworld. The Olmecs got Ursa Major, which is the jaguar. It's just a different teaching of a different star protecting the underworld. Duat, the filthy snake monster, protects the underworld. This is a teaching, right? So when we learn things, that don't mean we try to act like we are that entity. We teach it as if the ancestors taught it. We're jaguar people. No, the fuck y'all not. Calm down. It's a teaching, bro. Everything is a teaching. Everything has symbolism for something on the earth plane, coming from the stars. If you don't understand it, if you just know the deity, that's not enough. You got to know where the deity, where the symbolism of that deity comes from to understand what the ancestors were teaching. Right? So if I say the maize god or Osiris resurrects in the spring, he resurrects in the spring, Osiris, the maize god, it's the same thing. That's Orion's belt aligning for the spring equinox. That's what that means. So we have to understand where this stuff come from. Right? Ishtar became Easter and all of that. Because Ishtar got something to do with the spring. So you must understand the astrology of it all. Right? You must understand the astrology. Then we get back to the true teachings of the ancestors. Because if we do not do that, we are worshiping idols. We're trying to be idols. Idol worship came from the other people. We were just using examples of animals to go along with stars, which became significant in our teaching. He said, so your ancestors were Hebrew that worshiped many gods. I'm confused. Okay. Rico Bone. Listen to me. You speak of the Hebrew of the Middle East. You speak of the... See, when you say Hebrew, you thinking of them people over there in the Middle East. In Africa, the Middle East. When I speak of Hebrew, I'm talking about mound builders. Well, he didn't say worship. He said you speak of. Right? He said so many ancestors were Hebrew that worship many gods. I'm confused. Listen. You don't understand. You got to understand what Hebrew is, bro. You got to understand what it is. Don't take it as religion like they gave it to you. Hebrew is a word that they gave our people that was passing through a foreign land. That's it, bro. They tacked that on to religion and what they was doing, right? And the language they were speaking, they started calling it Hebrew or Paleo-Hebrew, right? So the language they speaking, they calling it Ibri in Hebrew. And what they done became Ibri in Hebrew. But that ain't what they was, bro. This is what they called us when we got to that side of the Hebrew comes from that area of the world, that word. right? That's where they come from. Ibri, the people passing through. That's where they come from. That's all that mean, bro. That's all that mean. You take people take it too far with religion. This is what they called your people. That's it. Their customs and things they were doing became Hebrew. That's it. Now, the original customs of these people are virtuous farmers to the stars with no idols. That is the original custom of those people that they called Hebrew once they start traveling. That's why all that copper comes along. They said the Hebrew had the copper. That's why we buried in the mounds with the copper, bro. Everything we done was taken and turned into religion. And then people who ain't thinking that's the real thing. That's not, no, that's just what they saw and what they observed of these people. That is not what they called themselves. Right? Now, I have heard Haparu and Aparu. I have heard that in ancient books. But you got to understand, the people who are miners, mound builders, stone masons, farmers, they have a code and an ethic to live by. They had a covenant with nature to go out and teach other civilizations how to feed their people. The world called them Hebrew. The world called them Atlanteans. It's not about what the world called you. If you move to Africa and they give you a name that is not your original name, right? What's the dude's name in the chat? Hezekiah. It's not the original name. It's Ibri, E-B-R-I, or Ivory, I-V-R-I, which is Hebrew. It still means all the same. Therefore, this is a name that it put on us. That's it. So, see, you got to understand, bro. When they're talking about certain people in the Bible, they're looking from the outside, looking in with a lot of these stories. And they put a name on these people. So if I move to Africa and they call me something different, then it's not my diaspora, right? They're just calling me that. So when I say Hebrew, I'm not speaking of the religious side. I'm speaking of the side of what they actually done, right? They built civilizations. They taught virtuous information, structure building, farming, star alignments. All of their symbols became religious symbols. Don't you understand it now? The ancient culture symbols became Hebrew symbols. The ancient culture had Vega, menorah. Now it became a menorah in Jewish history, right? The ancient culture had the first cross, which was from the earth cross. Now it's a whole Christian cross. The ancient culture had the double-headed eagle. The Olmecs had it. Now it's a Scottish Rites Freemason symbol. You see what's going on? The ancient culture had flowers on stones, on mounds. They became the damn Celtics. You see what's going on? See, you cannot mix prehistoric. See, people try to mix new information. The prehistoric culture of Tamari is where the knowledge comes from. You can't mix that with no history from 1,000 years ago. It don't go together, right? Now, like I said yesterday, Like I said yesterday, the prehistoric cultures built these places before they became religious places. The prehistoric people built Jerusalem, the mound of spring, the mound of corn, before any religious people ever translated anything they said and called them Hebrews. They had already built the mound and rolled the corn in Jerusalem. Tel Aviv is the mound of spring, which is in the Bible, they call it the mound of corn. You have to understand they taught you about New World culture, but they didn't teach you about the real Old World culture. There was an Old World culture here that schooled everybody. They schooled everybody, bro. These are the people they speak of where the knowledge come from. So don't think we talking about over time, the things our people created became gods and deities. And people started worshiping different ones, bro. We associated the falcon with Sirius. Now Sirius is Horus. People worshiping Horus right now. We created the maize god and Osiris with Orion's belt. Now people praising damn Osiris. Anubis is moon alignments for agriculture. Well, Thoth. I'm sorry, Thoth. Thoth. Now, let me put something on your brain. I got about 10 more minutes. Let me put something on y'all brain. Y'all answer these questions for me. Answer these questions. Answer this. The word jaguar is the protector of the underworld, right? Right? Yes or no? Y'all Google it and come back. Is the word jaguar the protector of the underworld? Right? Now, what is Anubis? What the fuck is Anubis? What is Anubis? What Anubis do? Same shit. Now, different animals are doing the same thing in different cultures. Anubis protects the underworld. The word jaguar protects the underworld. Why is that? Think about that. That's the same teaching, just a different animal. Right? It's a star constellation. You might call it a dog, I might call it a bear, I might call it a jaguar, but it's the same teaching. He said different cultures. Listen, it's the same culture. It's just different points of time in history. It's the same culture. The basis of the knowledge is the same. Stop looking at the animals and look at the knowledge, bro. Look at the knowledge. The maize god resurrects in the spring. Osiris resurrects in the spring. It's the same teaching. What's different about it? Osiris sprouts corn in the spring. The maize god sprouts corn in the spring. What's so different about it? What's so different about it? The dog come from Mexico too. That whole teaching come from America, big dog. Black heart, you're exactly right. It's the same ideology. Roll the corn. Real quick. I hope it pop up. The path of souls. Leaving the mound 66, going to Cahokia Monk's Mound. Is the causeway. The causeway, right? The land of the dead and the land of the living. You walk the body down the causeway in the path of souls. In Egypt, same thing. In Egypt, same thing. In Egypt, same thing. You walk the body from the Valley Temple to the mortuary temple up to the big pyramid. It's the same teaching. See, if you don't know your real history, you can't peep this shit out. It's the same thing. From this mound up to the monk's mound, you see the rattlesnake causeway? Now look at this. The causeway in Egypt. They built roads for the dead coming from the Valley Temple to the big pyramid. We got a causeway right here in St. Louis, going from the Valley Temple to the pyramid. Roll the corn. Roll the corn. It's the same teaching. Don't get it misconstrued. All of the minerals coming out the mounds are the same minerals the other cultures had. It's the same teaching. Then what my book gonna be about? It's the same stuff, bro. We watching the Milky Way over here. They watching the Milky Way over there in Egypt. You can call it different cultures all you want, but somebody taught somebody something somewhere in history, right? The same way we around here swiping credit cards and getting bank loans like Europeans, somebody taught us that. We weren't swiping no bank cards and mortgage. Roll the corn. Give me a two. 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 I aim to show why they call America Egypt. Why are they calling America Egypt? I aim to prove that. But the thing is, we not Egypt. Like I keep telling y'all, we not Egypt. Egypt is just a settlement of our people in Africa. Egypt is just a settlement of our people in Africa. Therefore, America ain't Egypt. America is Timeri. We got way more stuff than them, way more agriculture. The knowledge came from here. The first structure building came from here. The Nile is just one little spot on the river, people. We have over thousands of different spots with these places. Mounds, pyramids, underground tombs, caves, quarries, limestone, granite, mud, brick. All that stuff is here older than everywhere else. You have to start, don't just look at mounds, people. Go look at quarries, mining operations. Then you start to see ancient skeletons in there 8,000 years old, buried in granite and limestone. Look at quarries, mounds, all of these man-made lakes and dams, and our history is all over the land. All over the land. Then you get to looking into the black soil. Then you get to looking into the black soil that the Egyptians praised, Kemet. We got the oldest black soil on the face of the earth on the Mississippi River. Read about alluvial soil, people who created alluvial soil and worked with it with farming. We were doing it over here 12,000 years ago. How is the Fertile Crescent the only place in the world the oldest, and we got the Mississippi River is way older than the Fertile Crescent. Way older than the Nile. And on top of that, we have human occupation with tools, people. The way archaeologists tell if you smart or not, if you got tools. If you just dead, if you just a monkey man dead in Africa, 20,000 years old with no tools, you a hunter-gatherer. They put you in the hunter-gatherer box. This is how archaeologists do it. If you ain't got no tools, you got some old knocked out teeth out your mouth, and you ain't had nothing, you just died slipping on a piece of rock and bumped your head on the cliff, you a hunter-gatherer. We put your bones over here. You got Africanus hominid ape bones. They put your old ass ape bones over here in the box. Now we come to America, this man buried with tools. This man got flint for fire. This man got some sort of agriculture. He 100% human. We put him in the human toolbox side. Over here in America, our bones going to the toolbox. Ancient Africa, everything going to the hominid. Everything going to Africa bones. Go look it up. When they show you that Africanus bone, monkey man head, talking about he your ancestor? Nah. He your ancestors over there. He Caucasian and African's ancestor. I hate to tell it the truth, but he is a Caucasian and African ancestor. The monkey man with no tools. My ancestors had tools. Prehistoric times. The other people, no tools. No tools, no corn, no goddamn mound, no artifacts in the grave. Motherfucker just buried, just dead in between rocks. Yeah. My people in the mound buried with all their stuff. We got done ceremonies for our people. It's a difference. Shit hit different. It hit different. So therefore, when I get to reading about Mesopotamia, I see humans mixing with ape people. The human upgrades their DNA. Start researching 6,000 BC in Mesopotamia and ask the books, and go look at these books and see that humans mixed with hominids in the Middle East 6,000 years ago. What started around 6,000 years ago? Samaria. This shit all makes sense, the truth now. Go research it. What I got? 5 more minutes? Go research it. Start researching when did Mesopotamia humans mixed with hunter-gatherers, 6,000 years ago? 6,000 to 7,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. Them people who came and irrigated the river are the humans. Them other people were just there. We mixed with them. That story turned into an alien Anunnaki story. Because the stars we were teaching with the moon alignments became Enki and Enlil and Anu. Anu is Orion's belt. Ain't no goddamn god from Nibiru. Anu is Orion's belt, just like Osiris, just like the maize god of Tamari. Anu resurrects in the spring. You better start going to research. Same shit, just different names, people. Don't let these people fool y'all. That's a teaching. Enki is the stars under the hemisphere. Enlil is the stars over the hemisphere. Enlil is in the light. Enki is in the dark. Enki the devil. Enlil some type of god because he in the sky. Anu is Orion floating around the equator. Celestial equator. That's it. So When you understand the stars and the knowledge, it all comes from mound building cultures. The mound builders who were enlightened are the ones upgraded the Middle Eastern people's DNA. Our blood. Because when I go to one of the first cities that the Sumerians built, guess what we know the truth now found there? One of the first cities the new Sumerians built. Hooked up to the Ubaid people. The Ubaid people taught the Sumerian. Now, the Sumerian is a mixture of our blood and theirs. That's what they don't want to teach you. The Ubaid people was all Timerians. I'm telling you. Then they mix. Now you get the Sumerians. Now, they started to call us aliens. That's the real Anunnaki story. Your bloodline from over here, mixing with hunter-gatherers in the Middle East. The story kept on transpiring through history. Talking about these great people that came and saved the damn area. Now, one of the first cities built with Sumerians was called Nineveh. Guess what truth now found there? Corn all over the motherfucker. And that's enough for the day. When I go back to Nineveh, one of the first cities that was ever built with the tails or the mounds, I find the Nineveh corn tablets. I find the Warka vase with corn all over it, coming out the mounds. Now, I see where them people came from. Everything I just told y'all, research it. They are hiding them artifacts with their life. They hiding them with their life. They will not show the Nineveh corn tablets. Now you can find the Warka vase. I got a picture of the Nineveh corn tablets out of an old book. Corn agriculture all over the motherfucker. The Nineveh corn tablets is about corn debt. People who owe each other corn. Research it. Why is that in the Middle East? And then around the same time, hunter-gatherers DNA got upgraded by the humans. Bro, listen. These Islamic Middle Eastern people hate me, bro. Them people be in my DM talking shit. That is not the story. Yes, it is. And then what bothers my spirit is melanated people still teaching that them aliens, bro. You still teaching the hunter-gatherers knowledge. They do not want to say melanated, brown-skinned Americans came to the Middle East and upgraded their whole civilization of living. They don't want to tell you that. So they give you a dumbass alien story. You alien, me. We pulled up tall, brown-skinned, big-ass beards, jewelry, head dresses, rolling corn. Right on the damn Tigris and Euphrates River. Now, you know I'm trying to be funny. I'm not literally saying I'm an alien. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, L. I'm not saying. I'm saying the people they speak of is us, which that's what I'm trying to say. Y'all know I don't fuck with the alien agenda. I'm trying to be funny. But listen, our people were turned into entities. Nimrod was buried in a mound, they say. Go look it up. They say Nimrod buried in a mound. Whoever he was. We start building mud brick tails over there. Just like in South America and Central. We start building mud brick tails over there. Just like in South America and Central. Roll the cord. Give me a 2. 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 So now, when you find the corn in Egypt and Samaria, you start to understand what was going on in ancient times. The Atlantean or the Hebrew or the chosen people are coming from here, intermingling with people from over there, upgrading their shit. That's what they don't want to teach you. Why are these people copper colored, taller, and smarter? Faster, they shooting bow and arrows, they eating all type of exotic fruits, they wearing jewelry. These are more advanced people than the hunter-gatherer beast that was on the Nile River. I got a book that say when these people pulled up, there were beasts on the Nile River. Nobody of no intelligence. Don't make me pull the receipts. The Mexican natives are Spanish and Mongols. I hate to say that, but they Spanish mixed with Native American type blood. Now, some of them got some of our blood from the ancient time, but the modern day Mexican is Spanish bloodline, Mongolian, Asian, somewhere up in there. You have to understand that Mongols and Spaniards was in cahoots in Mexico. Mongols aligned with Spaniards to take us out. Mongols aligned with Spaniards to fought against us. Because the Mongols came first. We fought the Mongols first. That's why we got the pictures of us with holding their ass by the hair. Y'all remember them pictures? The Mayans and the Olmecs and the Mississippian holding them by the hair? This who came first. They already been trying to take over us. Then the Spanish comes. The Spanish and the Mongols go in cahoots. And unalive a whole lot of our people down there in South and Central America. Research it. You know how I know the European and the Mongoloid people are in cahoots? The Pum Pum. I got 6 minutes. The Pum Pum. I got to leave at 11. Pum Pum. The gun is the history of Mongols and the Europeans, people. Research it. The Mongols created the gunpowder, the explosive powder. Right? Then they intermingle with Europeans and they come up with the explosion projectile gun. They've been working together. Somewhere through history they met up and worked together. You go 6 followers. Start the break. Get out of here. So research the explosive powder with the gun, with the European and the Mongolian. The Tartarians are Mongolians, people. They are giving those people our structures. Them are not Tartarian buildings. The Tartarians are really Mongols. Mongols ain't building buildings. That's why I don't even say that no more. I'm not even saying Tartarian buildings no more. The Mongols. Some Mongols had some kids called Tartars and Mongol or Mongol or something like that. And they start calling them Mongols and Tartars. Ain't no yeah, the Tartarian Empire is the Mongolian Empire. That's what you got to realize. They didn't build them buildings. They are not sophisticated enough as a people to build them type of structures. Simple. Roll the corn. I got the receipts. So Tartarian building is a misnomer. They didn't build it. The Mongol names, people. So what? So who built them? Same people built the mounds, built them. Let me explain something real quick. We got 3 minutes. We went from mounds aligned with stars to stone and dirt aligned with stars. Mounds, stone and dirt. Now you got all stone. Yes. All stone. Then you go to pyramids of stone. Then you go to temples of stone and brick. Then you go to them buildings. They never stopped evolving, people. That's why you got mounds all the way up to them style buildings in America, because we never stopped. Then nobody never fucked with us. We kept evolving, right? We kept evolving all the way up to building these buildings. American Indians were still building buildings. Look up the Chickamauga Castle. Look up the Chickamauga Castle. You go look at the stonework on that building. The same bloodline kept evolving, people. How you think they started getting so smart? Who you think put copper on buildings? We were digging copper out of the Great Lakes 5,000 or 6,000 years ago. Who you think put them copper on them buildings? They have learned, they are in tune with nature. That's how they learn how to do free energy. You don't learn how to do free energy from fucking with no batteries. You learn it from fucking with nature. Shit happens, shit spark up in your hand. You like, why did it do that? We're gonna figure it out. Our people created energy and light and all of that. We learned it from dealing with nature for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. Roll the corn. That's why in Egypt they got light bulbs all on the goddamn wall. Shit lighting up on some type of, our people, it's on the wall. It's in stone. We put them building that was grounded with the copper up there. We did that. Cathedral. Break down the word cathedral and then you'll find out where it come from. Go to the etymology of cathedral. Cathode. That's electricity. Cathode became cathedral. Go research cathode. C-A-T-H-O-D-E. Research that. We really built castles. Way before a hunter-gatherer built anything. Them people still live in our castles today. They still standing. I figured this shit out a long time ago. They got corn all in them buildings over there in Scotland, all in the architecture. Real quick, jewel, I'm gonna give you. In the movie, who is this nigga laughing steady? Get your ass out of here. Cause everything, I'm telling you the truth. In the movie, damn, what's the movie with the dude trying to figure out the bloodline of Jesus? He's trying to figure out the bloodline of Jesus. Da Vinci Code. Da Vinci Code. Cathode and anodes. Yeah, there you go, Cherie. That's where you learn free energy right there. They try to hide this shit from us. Went through the books. Da Vinci Code. They're trying to find Jesus' bloodline, right? In the Da Vinci Code. That cathedral that they say they found Miss Mary Magdalene's bones is an ancient cathedral built by melanated people from Timeri. Because in the walls of the cathedral, you got ancient corn right there on in the structure of the walls. Ancient corn right there built in the building, in the brick. I broke that information. Why is ancient corn in an old building in Scotland? Think about it. And mounds right up the street. So the people in that area evolved and started building stone buildings. So go research the church that's in the Da Vinci Code. Then go look at the structure in the inside of the cathedral and corn all over the motherfucker. We know the truth now. We the damn Tartarians, why other people making video about this shit, I know who built it. I love y'all and I'm in love with you. Roll the coin. We know the truth now. Fire.